Alright, I have screencast keys on and everything, so I guess I'm ready to go. Hi everyone! Today, yes, once again, my name is Dalo. We are going to make a treasure chest today. I am going to show you a simple way to make it, and I'm probably going to get my head chewed off for having yet another simple way to make a treasure chest. Plus we're going to UV map as we go. So let's do this. I'm going to do this in the most basic way possible. So let's get a cube out. Make sure to do the generate UV maps. And now let's go into edit mode. Now, basic UV map over yonder. Now, let's shrink it down on Z. To about 2 grid sizes high. Then turn to your, I think this is left hand view, and scale on Y, so that's SY, and bring that down to 1 grid length. So G, Y, so we can make sure that that is 1 grid length. Okay. Now, I believe that I don't want my chest to be this long, so SX, and shrink it to about yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 14 dots wide. Alright, now we're going to take and UV map this. And how we do that is first we go to shading and UVs and scroll in so we can see this. Now I am in edge select mode, so let's grab an edge. I want this edge that's the closest here. Mark that one as a seam. Then we're going to go over here and mark this edge, and this edge. We do not want to mark this edge because that's going to be our hinge. Now, go over here and do the same. And there we go. Now we mark these as seams. And then grab everything because you have to have the entire mesh selected just so you can unwrap it. So unwrap, and ta-da! Now we have our UV map over here. So let's select this entire UV map and move it up some. So that will be G plus Y to move it up. Now we need to give it a new, which is going to be wood slat, and I want it, the width of it 512, the height of it 256. This will be the UV map range. Now I also have my constraint to bounds on, so I can scale this up, and if I've done this right, it will look fairly okay-ish. Alright, now let's take and add in a material slot. So plus, then new, and then I'm going to name it the same as our UV. Wood slat, And then for the sake of IMVU, open bracket 00, close bracket, then enter. After hitting enter, this does not mean that you assigned it. Heck, that is just right now only a material slot. So you need to assign that slot to this. So assign, hit the assign button, because if you don't, then this particular thing will not carry the material. Now let's go to texture and add in a texture slot. Now we have a texture slot. Let's actually add a texture. I have a monkey head. Not that one. Nope, nope, nope. Go to wood. Turn this on so I can see actually what I'm doing. And where is it? There it is. Ta-da! I have a brain sometimes. Okay, anyways. Now, we're going to add in our coordinates here. And that is going to be normal coordinates. And then go here and do shadeless. Now, if I did this right, which, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. No, I didn't. Dude, that's... Anyways, let's see if the colors will at least bake down onto this. And you want to bake textures. Now let's bake that onto this. Alright, we have a full bake. Now you'll notice that the only thing that baked down was the browns. Well, not exactly sure why that happened. However, if we want to take and go in and actually bake the entire thing down, I believe we have to use something completely different, and I believe that is this, but there's a bit of stretching in here, and I would have to figure out how to fix that issue, which would be cube and form the, nope, it should be XYZ and, oh, any noodles. We're not going to play with that right now. We'll play with that some other time. AKA when I figure it out. Because if I put this on, aha, UVs look a whole lot better. But I don't like how that is actually showing up there. So let's scale it up on the Y. So, whoops, wrong way. No, I gotta go the other way. There. Now we have wood grain. Alright. And it looks kind of decent going around. Alright, let's bake this down. Alright, now. Bake, see, and it still bakes like that. Meow. Try full this time. Nope, full doesn't work. Meow. Well, anyways, I'm not exactly sure how to get this part to bake down. Now, if I was using nodes, I'd be able to tell you better, but right now, I have to figure that out some other time. So, we're not going to bake it down. This is just the color shading thing. So, before we go anywhere, let's at least save this so we don't booger things up. Alright, now I'm going to save this in here. Another one of these. Add in a folder. Yeah, spelling, not my strong suit. Anyways, back to the matter at hand. Now, we have a fairly decent looking wood. Now, I know some of my students with OCD are going to get really annoyed at this part right here. That's a textural issue. You guys can fix that some other time, so don't whine about it. Too much, that is. Alright, now, let's duplicate and move it up. First, number pad 1, then Shift D, then Z to move it up. For those of you that absolutely need to move it on the grid, you can turn on Snap to Grid to make it snap to grid, obviously. This way it will move up in, I don't want to say incrementally because that's probably wrong. Okay, now let's take all of these and join them together. Control J. Now, I held select to select each of them one at a time. Alright, now we're going to take this back into edit mode, go 3 on the number pad, and then move it forward by G plus Y. Forward the width that we want it, and I guess I'm going to go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide. We will see what that gives us. And go to our modifier tab and add in the mirror modifier. We do not want it mirroring on X, we want it to mirror on Y. Why? Just because we can. And this is way too stinking wide, so let's shrink it by 1. And still too wide, shrink by 2. That looks better. Alrighty then, now. There. Now we have that done. Now we can take and duplicate this, move it up for right now, because this one, we're going to go in and duplicate on the x-axis instead of the y-axis, and then rotate Z 180. That was so stinking stupid. Rotate Z 90. Now, let's move this out to GX. Bring that out to about 1. Then bring it down Z. Now, 3. I'm going to move this out real quick and cut all of this in half. So, loop cut this one. Now, select, which is your left click, then right click to set to center, then one more loop cut for here. Left click, right click. Now we can take and go to this, face select mode, and then select that, and delete those. Now, time to get rid of these, which are 3. So delete these, and we do not need these either. So we'll delete those also, because those are unnecessary geometry. So now grab this and wrong way. Alright, now move it on Y, so G, Y, move over. Now go top face view, zoom in. We are a little, need to go in a little. And the overlap there will make it appear as a joint, so I'm going to leave that like that. Now let's take and grab this one once more, Shift D, but this time we don't need a mirror. And we're going to go to side view, go back into edit mode with this one, and rotate on X by 90. Then move it on Y over here, and then all the way down to here. Let me see. That's top face view, but I want to go to bottom face view. So 9. And it looks like we are in place. So let's bring it down just a little more, right like that. And there. Now we have our textures both inside and outside, all while using only one texture. Now, I would like to have a, better save this before I end up losing it. So save as, one more, and I will finish this tutorial at a later date. So thank you once again for joining me in a little tutorial on how to make something using Blender. Yes, I saved it again. Alright, so later on, I and Zorana will show you something, how to make the top of the chest. Till then, have fun!